in these 4 nights. So let's hop into it. So everything starts pretty normal. We're heading out. She's watching us from the stairs, and Chelsea even tries to, personally say goodbye, and she bites her.
Bye, sweet baby. No, get out. Back up. Bella. Ow!
I respect that you still try.
I don't know why she does that to me. I'm sad. I'm going to miss her. And she's like, no, I don't know.
Keep in mind, again, this was filmed like 6 to 8 months ago, so it's pre-house renovation, and we have said that she's since gotten a lot more lovey to other people that aren't me. Yes. So we hope that trend continues.
So anyway, after we leave, we realize we forgot the formal wear for the event that we were going to. So you'll see her chase Trev back up the stairs. And then once we leave and she's like, okay, they're definitely gone, then she has to have a bath, of course, because she's filthy.
After her bath, she goes to the office and clocks in. So I have this racing simulator chair. It's one of her favorite places in the house, and she spends 90% of her time there. She sleeps there. She likes being in the office with me, that sort of thing. So in this video, this is where she spends 90% of the time, and the other 10% get pretty ratchet, as you guys are going to see.
So something that's really cool about these cameras is they actually have night vision. So even when the whole house is dark, we can see everything that she's doing.
It's so sick. So she has dinner around 8:30, and then she goes over and she goes in Coda's kennel, which she's never done. Like, she's fully in the kennel. I don't know if she's missing him, missing the smell of him.
I don't know.
I've never seen this before. And she was in there for a while. She was in there for like 20, 30 minutes. Only thing that pulled her away is her neighbor, Rami. Thank you, Rami, coming over and picking up our packages. So I don't know what's up with that.
I don't know what's up with that either. But then after she gets distracted, she starts one of many, we'll call them sweeps of the house.
Security sweeps.
Yeah, she just goes like into the living room, looks around, does a little sweep, goes to the front door, checks it, has a little roll, and then she decides to get in the boys' toy box, which...
Again, not something we've seen her do.
No, is it like a little sister thing? Like, Cooper's not here, let me mess with his stuff.
That might be. Let me like go in his room and,
I'm gonna make all this stuff smell like me.
Now, after all that, we have our first major shock of this weekend. She's over in the living room playing with her ball tower. It's her favorite toy. We're gonna talk about this thing later because she gets weird about that too. But yeah, she's playing, she's hanging out, she's doing her thing. She's acting a little sketchy, kind of looking around like, maybe up to no good. She jumps on the couch, which is normal. She's allowed on the couch. There's no problem with that. But if we wait for it, she's thinking about it. She's slinking around. You can tell she knows she's up to no good.
Yeah.
She jumps over to our bar.
And she is not a counter cat. She doesn't get on any of our counters. She doesn't hang around the kitchen. Like, she does not do this.
I mean, she was up there for a while, so we're going to skip ahead here in a second. She was up, walking around, waltzing around, doing her thing, just kind of checking everything out. I've never, ever seen her up on the bar before. And
no.
she knows we would get after her. Sometimes the furthest she'll go is she'll jump in, like, bar stools, and we'll get after her and be like, hey, no, get down. And she knows she's not supposed to be there, so I guess this is what happens when we're out.
As soon as she gets off the bar, it's like nothing happened. Immediately back to the ball tower. Plays around for a little bit, like, I'm cool, I'm casual, and then around 1:15 in the morning, she decides to have a snack, and then she gets into kind of a routine.
So it was weird. We watched through all this footage to try to pick out the good stuff. When we're home, she sleeps fully through the night. Like, she's a great cat. We hear horror stories of cats that have like 3 a.m. zoomies and stuff. She doesn't do that. She sleeps all night long. She's an angel. This weekend, she was in the office, out of the office, up the stairs, down the stairs, playing with the ball tower, watching out the front door, and she would just do that on repeat all night long. She'd take little naps in between, but a lot of her time was just spent in this rotation. She was either doing that or napping, which is interesting because that's not how she acts when we're home. And then there's this.
Whoa. Okay.
She's just rolling around the living room.
She's so weird.
This is like 4 o'clock in the morning.
At 9 a.m., she finally decides she's tired. She goes back to the office, has a 6-hour nap in her chair.
She works hard.
And then immediately after her 6 hours, gets up, runs security at the front door. Front door looks good. We get a little of bean modeling
Oh,
happening.
yeah. Look at this. She's
Yeah,
flexing it over in the corner.
Like, I feel like that was done on purpose.
Wow. She knew exactly what she was doing.
And then she goes back to the office. She does a full bath, the whole shebang, and goes back to sleep until
She starts crying. I'm letting you know now, this is the most heartbreaking footage I have ever seen.
They say seeing is believing, but with Stearns & Foster, that's only part of the story. We handcraft every Stearns & Foster.
She stands in front of the camera for so long it goes into night vision. And she's not crying at anything. She's just walking around crying.
we would have been gone, what, 18 hours at this point?
No, I think this is day 2. Or maybe day 2.5. Just absolutely broke my heart. Like, seeing that footage was the hardest thing to watch. And it's just sad because there's that quote that, like, you know, pets are a part of your life, but to your pets, you're their whole life. For dogs, it makes sense. I never really thought about how much she would also miss us. You know what I mean? Cats are a little bit less emotional. Like, they don't show emotion. When
you were in here playing with your Oculus thing the other day, she cried for an hour until you could pause and I could let her in. She misses you.
So then she watches out the front door again for a while, hopefully running security and not just waiting for us to get back. Although at this point, after seeing the crying, I'm not sure which one it is. She gets back up on the bar. So, I mean, I feel sad for her, but also stop being so naughty. She's up there for 10 minutes and we're thinking maybe she got into something, some dust, some hair, something like that. Because then she comes over to the living room and she coughs something up. She pukes.
Straight puke. I'm going to tell myself that's why she was crying because it makes my heart feel better.
She pukes twice. She pukes in 2 different areas.
She's so nonchalant about
There's
it.
one on the rug and then one off the rug. Thank you for the... She jumps away from it. Thank you for the 50% accuracy there. But yeah, we weren't sure what it is. Do you remember what it was? It a hair? It wasn't a hairball. Cats get hairballs and do this all the time. It's not a big deal.
She's also a really fast, really big bite eater, so she may have just... you know, taking a huge bite of food or something.
She does that.
Because there's no food on the bar, and it's all sealed bottles, so I don't think she ate something bad.
Maybe just got into some old dust or something. I'm not sure. She runs upstairs. She has another bath. There are probably 40 baths that took place. There were probably about 10 a day.
Okay, if you puke, you take a bath, as one does.
Well, yeah, that's true. And she goes to sleep top of the stairs.
She wakes up at 6 a.m. and now this is a real problem in our lives, guys.
Look at her shadow on the door.
Look at her. She is trying to open the door to the garage, and that is something she does quite frequently to the point where we think we might have to change the handles and we always have to lock the door.
So there was one time, it was like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, we're dead asleep, and the house alarm starts going off, and there's different kinds of alarms, and this one was like, hey, an exterior door has been opened. We thought all the doors were locked. We were like, okay, somebody's breaking in. Like, I'm getting ready to go. I'm getting ready to have a fight or whatever. And we end up going downstairs. I let Coda out. I'm like sweeping all the rooms and everything. Nobody there. Can't figure it out. The garage door, which is the one that had opened, I thought they had come in through. We look out in the garage.
It's her.
It's Bella, just chilling.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure she was chilling on like the hood of the Jeep or something like that. Yeah. She was freaked out too, so at least she got a scare. And then the other time...
we were at Universal Studios midday, and we get calls from our neighbors that our alarms are going off and the cops are at our house because once again, she let herself in the garage. And just a couple days ago, I heard all of this weird sounds like somebody was trying to get in the house. And I called Trevor down. I was like, I'm really spooked. And he opened the gym door, and the cat was in the gym.
Guys, this is a call for help. She's abused. She's trying to get out. She's trying to call the police. She's trying to make a statement. Please listen to her. No, I'm kidding.
So naughty.
The garages are like these forbidden places. Oh, we should do an episode where we take her out there and let her roam. And just see, because it's a forbidden place. She's not allowed in there.
Yeah.
I don't know. We're going to have to change the doors because, we try to lock them consistently, but obviously occasionally you forget. And she doesn't.
We have 3 pets and 2 of them can open the doors. We should probably just invest in new handles. Yeah. Also, shout out to Cooper for being the only one not smart enough to figure it out.
Hey, listen. Looks don't come with brains sometimes. So we think she's still tired from last night because today was a lazy day. I mean, we're talking naps, occasional snack, and like 3 baths in the chair. She was doing nothing. We thought this package delivery was going to be the only highlight of today. And then it happened.
A cockroach.
I mean, we occasionally will get a cockroach in the house. It's not like it's a common thing. But he comes rolling by her food. Look at this. She gets up. She's like, oh, what is that? What is that?
This is exciting.
What? I think he's in the office at this point. Oh, she's hunting.
Yeah.
She's hunting. Oh, gosh.
Just for the record, guys, we live in the South.
She's got it in her. Look at this. Look at this. Look at that reaction time. She's a beast. He was running away at light speed and she got him. Now, my favorite part about this is that she's so proud. And, you know, like you always hear stories of cats, like, you know, catching something and then giving it to their humans. I think she was running around looking for someone to give it to. She's like parading him around.
It's just hanging out of her mouth.
She walked around the office, walked around the living room, walked around everything, just kept walking around, showing it off. And then I guess she was still hungry because she ended up going back and
that's so gross.
Getting some food. So yeah, nice job, Bella. We never found the cockroach, so
no.
Can only assume what happened to him. Sorry, little buddy.
She has a post-dinner bath and nap, and then she wakes up at about midnight, does another perimeter check, keeping the house safe. Has to question who would have the audacity to puke in her living room.
Can't believe it.
It was her. And then she goes on to play with the front door rug.
And she plays with the front door rug for 6.5 hours.
Yeah.
Like literally until the sun comes up. And she even gets stuck in it at one point.
I don't know. I'm grateful that it's something that she can't really destroy. It's pretty tough.
It's honestly a pretty crappy front door rug, but she loves it, I guess. So we're not going to get rid of it. I'm not sure what was in the cockroach, but she had unlimited energy at this point. She had a couple meals and a very small nap, but she pretty much zoomed all day until midnight. Like she was just tearing, black lightning is what we call it, tearing around the house the entire day. I don't know what was up with her.
It wasn't until about 1:30 in the morning that she found some Zen. Also, that is a Coda tumbleweed that you see there. She eats about an hour after finally calming down, and then she assumes her guard duty at the door. But still, the occasional zoom. This was the day of the zooming.
Now, with zooming, of course, also comes naughtiness. This is another first, at least that I've seen.
Yeah.
Into the chair, which I told you guys, sometimes she'll get in the chairs, the bar stools and things.
Yeah. I don't care if she's on the chair, but I think it's gross that their litter box feet are on the table.
We don't really want her in the chair because they're like nice leather chairs and her claws will dig into them sometimes.
Yeah.
So we try to keep her off of them. But I guess when we're not home, the rules just don't matter because she knows. She's a very, very smart cat.
She has never gotten caught getting on any counter, bathroom counter, kitchen counter, nothing.
It makes me wonder what other, like we didn't have anything pointed over at the kitchen. I wonder if she got up on the kitchen or anything. Maybe if we do this again, we'll have to set up some more camera angles, but
she would not dream of doing this when we were home.
She comes back to the living room, walks around. This is her like, oh yeah, nothing to see here.
Yeah, like
I
whenever
wasn't
she
naughty.
feels awkward, she has to come play with her ball tower to like balance it out, I guess.
Now the thing about this time is she studies the ball tower. I don't know what this is, but we have 4 hours of footage of her just staring at it and walking around it and looking at it.
It's her best friend and her arch nemesis.
What was she trying to figure out? I'm not sure. She literally, the sun rose before she ever touched the ball. Like for 4 hours straight, she didn't touch the thing. She just looked at it.
At this point, I don't even think she knew where she was or what she was doing. And then she's like, oh, yeah, I gotta patrol the house. So she patrols the house, she gets some breakfast, and then probably one of the biggest Zoom segments I've ever seen. It lasted 45 minutes. Now, normally in the morning, she wakes up with Trevor, Cooper sleeps with me, and then when Cooper gets up, she comes and kind of has to mess with him, and she does some Zooms and freaks him out for 5 to 10 minutes, and then we don't really see Zooms again until the afternoon. This was almost an hour.
YouTube Music Premium is an experience that gives you complete control of your music. So you can listen without...
Wow.
Your little shuffle.
Yeah, it's the tripping up of the back legs for me.
After that, she goes back to the office. She takes a 2-hour nap. She wakes up for this loveliness.
Just having a little clean.
Literally just wakes up for a bath and then takes another 4-hour nap. At this point, it's pretty much 7 p.m. and we end up coming home.
This us. Oh.
Could it be?
My dad?
Could it be?
She's so sweet.
She is really sweet. And it was, I mean, for her, it was kind of nice because it was 7 p.m. So the dog daycare, they were closed. We couldn't pick up Cooper and Coda till the next morning. So she
Yeah.
got a full night with us before they came back the next day.
She always needs a lot of TLC. Even if you're gone for a couple hours, she needs you
If
to
you
really...
go to the grocery store, she needs a little TLC.
Yeah. Not me. You.
Bella. So there, you guys have it. That is what this little black cat gets up to while we're away for 4 nights.
And no more getting on the counters, miss.
No more getting on the counters, the tables, opening the garages,
Could you look up for the people? I feel like you're being rude on purpose.
or being bad in general. We'll hold her like this. Good girl. Do you have anything you want to say? Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love these. I love getting like a